this Hawaiian bamboo, its regular maintenance and common issues, and how to distinguish Hawaiian bamboo from Areca palm and also from powder palm. If you're buying it in person, be sure to choose a plant that's growing new leaves, no matter if the plant looks full or not, or whether it's been repotted, because new leaves indicate the root system is healthy. Also, if you're buying in person and the seller is changing the soil for you, ask what kind of soil they're using. At the very least, it should be sandy soil. Never use garden soil. Most in-person shops won't have very good soil either. The best mix is pine needles, river sand, and garden soil. This kind of blended soil. If you're buying online and the plant just arrived at your home, the first thing to do is check the bottom of the pot. See if it's a seedling grown for rooting. Like the one in my video, it's a rooted seedling. Rooted seedlings are GT. They are cultivated entirely outdoors. The whole pot is placed directly on the soil. It's easier to manage this way. Later, the roots grow out of the pot and into the ground, because plant roots grow downward. The nutrient-absorbing roots are all concentrated at the bottom. So with these rooted seedlings, the main nutrient and water-absorbing parts have already been cut off. Once a rooted seedling arrives at your home, it needs a certain adaptation period. During this time, it will show yellowing and falling leaves. The leaves start yellowing collectively from the lower outer layers. No need to worry too much about this, as long as there's no root rot. Repot it promptly, water it properly, and care for it. The adaptation period will pass quickly, because Hawaiian bamboo is quite adaptable. It won't lose all its leaves like a gardenia, then regrow new ones. It'll just lose a small portion of leaves. After adapting, it will start growing new ones. So if the plant is dropping leaves, you must figure out why. Don't blindly water it. If it's dropping leaves due to the adaptation period, that's normal. But if you assume it's due to lack of water, then water it blindly. You could rot the roots that weren't rotten to begin with. In the video, this stem is already rotting. The stem is rotting, but not down to the core, so the leaves haven't turned yellow yet. Once it rots to the core, all the leaves will turn yellow. This stem rotted because it was damaged, and every time water was applied, it soaked that damaged area, so it started to rot. That's why, when repotting, never cover the original soil completely with new soil. It's better to dig down a bit into the original soil, rather than cover it completely, if the stem is injured, and then buried under moist soil. It will rot over time, even if the stem isn't injured. If the original topsoil has no roots, and you still cover it with a new layer, first, it suffocates the roots. Second, if that soil stays moist, it can also cause stem rot. Hawaiian bamboo, even under normal care, will occasionally show yellow leaves, like in the video. The outer layer yellows from the bottom upward. That's normal aging, when it grows new leaves. All nutrients go to the new growth. If the plant can't keep up nutritionally, some of the old lower leaves will naturally dry and fall off. That's why the stems are segmented, and that's why it's called Hawaiian bamboo. Now, about sunlight. Hawaiian bamboo is a light-loving plant. It enjoys soft sunlight, or bright, indirect light. If you keep it in a poorly lit place, it's fine in the short term, but long term, the leaf tips will start to dry out at the top. Then the whole leaf dries. Eventually, more and more leaves will begin to dry out, so make sure you figure out what's actually causing the leaves to dry. Also, for newly arrived plants, like the one in my video, its roots have already filled the soil. The soil is fully bound. You must repot it promptly, because the current soil doesn't retain water well. Any water you pour in will drain right out before the plant can absorb it. For smaller plants, if we don't we can soak the pot, but for large plants like this one, soaking is too inconvenient. Regular watering won't saturate the soil fully, so it will suffer from lack of water and gradually show drying leaves. Hawaiian bamboo is quite water loving. As for the soil I use mountain skin soil. It has more coarse particles, so it drains well. Never use pure garden soil. It has very poor drainage, which will eventually cause root rot. If using garden soil, you must mix in river sand and pine needles to maintain good drainage. Hawaiian bamboo is quite tolerant of soil types, as long as it's not waterlogged. Most soils are acceptable. As for fertilizing, mainly nitrogen fertilizer. Mix in slow-release fertilizer pellets when repotting. Then regularly water with a nitrogen-rich liquid fertilizer. Hawaiian bamboo loves fertilizer because it's lush and leafy. It needs more nutrients. If you provide sufficient nutrients, it grows very vigorously and beautifully. It will constantly sprout new shoots and leaves.